Let's head over to the UK, hey, and British PM Rishi Sunak's first official visit to Scotland hasn't been plain sailing. He's struggled to avoid a debate about the push for Scottish independence. Have a look at this.
Would you accept the outcome of a de facto referendum?
Do you know what? I was out all of yesterday evening, I've been out all of today, and what people are talking to me about is what we can do to actually make their lives better in the here and now.
So you're just not going to talk about what they're talking about? You're just going to ignore my question about... You're just going to ignore my question about Scotland's constitutional future? Is that what you're doing?
No, I think when it comes to when it comes to a general election, people will make up their own minds on what they want to vote on, right? So it's not really for me to talk about that. What I can talk about... Well, it is, because that's what I'm asking you about. It sounds like you're ignoring the mandate of the Scottish Parliament, you're ignoring a mandate potentially a Westminster election. Are you ignoring democracy? No, absolutely not.
Fun and games there, hey, of course, when it comes to Scottish independence. And one of the ways this issue is playing out is through a new gender bill. Currently, someone in the UK looking to change their gender legally must live as their acquired gender for 2 years and receive a diagnosis of gender dysphoria. But last month, the Scots moved towards a self-identification system, meaning a medical diagnosis won't be required, and dramatically speeding up the process. So let me bring in broadcaster Dominique Samuels, who joins me from London. Thanks for joining us, Dominique. Happy New Year to you. Tell us how this gender reassignment debate impacts on the Scottish independence argument.
Well, I think it impacts it a lot because in this country, we don't have the sort of fast-track self-ID laws that the Scottish government seem to have crazily voted in. It's quite frankly bonkers. You don't need a diagnosis of gender dysphoria. You can be 16 and declare yourself, officially the other gender, whatever that means, whatever, quote unquote, living as a woman means. They seem to just want to make this a free-for-all. But where the sort of friction comes from is that the UK government could actually be set to block this new Scottish self-ID law in the way that you may be legally recognised as a woman or a man in Scotland, but if you come outside of Scottish jurisdiction and you're now in England, you may not actually be recognised as that gender, specifically because the protocols designed to actually protect women are being explicitly ignored in Scotland and sacrificed on the altar of the trans lobby, which I think is completely disgusting. I think it's a threat to women, and we should all be outraged about this.
Yeah, it's a very difficult issue, but so as you explain it there, the UK Parliament couldn't overrule the Scottish law, but they could make it almost impossible for that ruling to apply to the rest of the UK.
Yeah, well, we could legally block it because at the end of the day, Parliament is sovereign. It takes precedent over the powers that we've actually given to Scotland through devolution. So it's not like they have any express right. But what would likely happen is the Scottish ministers would take it to the Supreme Court to contest that. And I'm going to say something a bit controversial, but I do not think devolution has really brought anything positive to my country. I think it's caused more division. Nicola Sturgeon won't stop harping on about independence, and I don't see the benefits of it. All it's doing really is further dividing the country, and I wouldn't be too bothered if we just scrapped devolution altogether, if I'm being honest with you.